my god, hello everyone! We just got our first glimpse at next-gen gameplay with the latest episode of Inside Xbox, introducing the new Xbox 2020 series of events, and even more exciting, our first look at Xbox Series X games in action. That's games plural, by the way. Not one, not two, not even 10, but 13 brand new games to wrap your eyes around. It's what we've all been waiting for.
First up, a game that we've known about for a week or so since its cinematic trailer reveal. We've been itching to see the gameplay, so it makes sense that we start with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As you might know by now, Valhalla takes us to the Viking Age, putting us in the fur-top boots of Eivor, a Norse hero who could either be a man or a woman. You'll be making the journey to England, Old Blighty, to raid some forts and eventually settle and find a new home. That means you'll be building your own settlement, and Ubisoft is also promising visceral dual-wielding combat and a fresh new take on player progression. Oh, and Valhalla is going to be a smart delivery title, which means if you buy on Xbox One, you'll have a shiny next-gen optimized copy waiting for you when you first turn on your Series X.
Next, a game that shows the incredible things that even a single developer can achieve with the Xbox Series X hardware. Bright Memory Infinite is a stunning shooter-action hybrid created by China's FYQD studio, which remarkably is a one-man team. It's set in the year 2036, but thanks to an unexplained phenomenon that's gradually taking over the world, your enemies are just as likely to be using swords and shields as they are guns. And the same goes for you, with combat that mixes shooting with air juggling melee combos for fights that are just as slick and smooth as the graphics.
From shooting to storytelling next with Call of the Sea. This is a first-person adventure puzzle game that tells you the story of Nora, following the trail of her missing husband's expedition to a beautiful but strange and potentially deadly island in the South Pacific. With an atmospheric 1930s setting and an island full of secrets to discover, Call of the Sea promises an otherworldly tale of mystery, adventure, and self-discovery.
And from Nora to Nara, the star of Chorus, another game revealed for the very first time during the show. This is the next evolution of the space combat shooter. Nara is an ace pilot steering a sentient starfighter called Forsaken on a journey to bring down the dark cult that made her who she is. Expect an immersive single-player experience driven by a dark tale of redemption. In considerably less dark news though, Call of the Sea and Chorus are two more smart delivery titles, so there's no need to wait to pick these up. Anyone who buys them on Xbox One gets the Xbox Series X versions absolutely free. One more time, that is absolutely free.
And sticking with the smart delivery games, next up is Dirt 5. The trailer bounces from China to Norway and New York, with tracks that can be revisited in various seasons and weather conditions for a totally different racing experience. In winter, for example, you'll be able to speed across New York's frozen East River. Throw in some vehicle types like buggies, a career story mode starring video game voiceover icons Troy Baker and Nolan North, all running in 4K 60fps with an option for 120Hz mode for some incredibly smooth driving, and you've got yourself a truly next-gen racer. Oh, and best of all, you can play the whole thing 4-player split screen without sacrificing any graphical fidelity. Now that's a smart use of that Series X processing power.
On the topic of digging up some of the greatest things from the past, what if dinosaurs were to come back to life? Well, that's the question that drives Second Extinction, an intense 3-player co-op shooter. As you can probably guess from that description, the return of these prehistoric predators doesn't exactly go smoothly for humanity, and it's your job to send Earth's new mutant dino overlords back to the Cretaceous period, using a unique combination of weapons and abilities. Did I say that properly? Cretaceous? I don't know, I think so.
Next, we're off to the future. First, the futuristic city of New Himuka, the setting of Bandai Namco's Scarlet Nexus. New Himuka is home to Yuito Samaraji, a new recruit to the OSF armed with the powers of psychokinesis, aka mind bullets. You'll lead Yuito on his mission to become an elite psionic, like the one that saved him as a child, uncovering the mysteries of this very weird future all along the way. I'm very excited about it. It looks amazing.
And while we're touring dark futures, how about the Ascent? Which is both the name of our next game and of the shadowy mega corporation that runs its world. Or ran, technically, because the Ascent group has just collapsed. On the Veely's arcology, you'll be fighting for independence and repelling hostile takeovers by other corporations and gangs in this co-op ready cyberpunk action RPG.
Now, if you've been loving the Yakuza games like I have that have joined Game Pass recently, then this next one is for you. The next game in the series, Yakuza Like a Dragon, will be releasing on Xbox Series X as a, wait for it, launch title. Even if you haven't been doing your Yakuza homework, this is a great jumping on point, because Like a Dragon waves goodbye to the 7-game saga of Kazuma and introduces a new star for the series, Ichiban Kasuga, freshly released from prison. This game switches its battles to an RPG-style turn-based combat system and moves the action from Tokyo to Yokohama, Japan's second city. And you can expect the same mix of hard-boiled crime drama and amazingly ridiculous side activities, including the brand new Dragon Kart minigame. Like a Dragon will support Xbox Series X Smart Delivery immediately on release, with cross-save functionality so you'll be able to hop seamlessly to the next gen without losing a single second of progress.
And now, a few treats for fans of being spooked, starting with the latest game from Bloober Team, the studio behind Blair Witch and Observer, teaming up with the legendary composer behind the music of Silent Hill. In The Medium, you play as Marianne. A medium of the seeing ghosts variety, I guess? As you travel the beautiful Polish city of Krakow, you'll be visiting the spirit world with next-gen tech, letting you move seamlessly between the two planes without any loading screens or FPS drops. This is a next-gen psychological horror game that'll test your nerves as Marianne investigates an abandoned hotel resort to try and solve the tragic child murder that is haunting her. Oh my lord!
If you like your horror a little bit more physical, then you're going to want to take a look at Scorn, a first-person adventure and occasionally shooter that drops you into a truly nightmarish universe. Scorn's world was designed by alien icon H.R. Geiger, and it's got gross bioorganic environments and enemies. Even your weapon seems to be made out of bone and squelchy innards. As you play, you'll move between locations and their own themes, solving puzzles, building your armory of weapons, items, and abilities to help you see off the world's many horrors.
And finally, a game that lets you be the monster. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, the long-anticipated sequel to the legendary Naughty's RPG. Just like the original, you'll be able to choose from which vampire clan you want to join, from the super-powered brawlers of the Bruja to the Malkavians, driven mad by their powers of prophecy. And your choices and schemes will change the story, your character, and the balance of power in the blood-sucking underworld in Seattle. In other words, Bloodlines 2 will let you choose what kind of monster you want to be. And honestly, we can't wait for that.
All of that and our first look at Madden NFL 21, bringing the total game reveals up to 13. Unlucky for some perhaps, but in this case it's a very lucky number indeed. Alongside Cyberpunk 2077, another confirmed smart delivery title, it's looking like an impressive lineup for the Xbox Series X, and this is just the beginning. These are all third-party titles, and we'll be getting another installment of Xbox 2020 in July, unveiling Series X gameplay from Xbox game studios including Double Fine, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, and 343. Yes, it's nearly time to feast our eyes on Halo Infinite gameplay.
So we'll see you back here in July. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know about videos as soon as they're out. But in the meantime, say hi down in the comments and let us know which Xbox Series X games you're most excited for. And make sure you check out our daily streams over on mixer.com/XboxOn. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.